Hello, everybody. This is Thunderpulse Gaming, and this is Doublepulse, and we got Thunder as well.
What's up, guys? And we're here to review the beta for the new Star Wars Battlefront.
Yep.
The first section of the video, we're gonna talk about Drop Zone and what are our thoughts and changes that need to be happening.
Right.
So, with your experience for the last 2 days, I mean, we put in what you want to say about 10 hours in 2 days.
I would say so.
About
I would say
five
so.
hours,
Yeah.
5 hours between the 2 days.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Drop Zone?
I think Drop Zone, that's the thing. When I started playing, I had no idea what the difference is between Drop Zone and this and that. I thought Drop Zone was alright. It was pretty simple. You just have to activate, defend the pods, that kind of stuff. It was pretty, it had that team deathmatch feel to it. And wasn't Drop Zone only on the snowy map,
no,
which I think was hot?
No, that one was more like on it was more like on Mars. It was more.
That was weird, yeah.
Yeah, it was weird because there's certain areas in the map that could hurt you. The map is
right,
smaller,
I remember that
and
one.
it seems like you can get more kills better than the other one. And also, this game has third-person shooting, which is different for both of us. Well, I don't know how. I mean,
not different for me. I've been kind of used to GTA,
but for me, it was different to shoot from third person. Yeah, I played GTA, shot third person, but
right.
But it seems like third person in this game is where it's at because it seems like it's better than first person.
It's weird. I think they purposely. I don't know. I don't want to say purposely, but I think they're going to need to do some rebalancing with that because third person is easier than first person, and third person has auto lock on while first person doesn't. Now that's kind of an issue because if you can lock on to third person, you can't lock on first. Then the people who are playing third have an advantage. But I'm starting to think not many people actually know how to switch between the two. Because at first I didn't know how to switch between the two. Someone had to tell me. Yeah, and when I started switching to third person, it was just so much easier. It's hard to explain because you would think, okay, first person sounds like it would be more gentle. But I think why they did that was to cater to people who were familiar with Battlefield, and then the third person were people who were already catered to, like, you know, the old Battlefront games that had third person to them. So I think that's why they did it. But I think there needs to be some sort of rebalancing there because that thing's it's not entirely fair for the people who play first person to kind of have a shoddy aim and the sensitivity to be off or not even have auto aim. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Now, I've noticed there's cards involved where you get certain abilities. You get a sniper, but it's only a one shot, and then you got to have it recharged. So you got to be pinned with that. You get a grenade, which that's new to me. Grenades replenish.
I don't remember.
I don't remember seeing a game like that unless you have Scavenger in Call of Duty. That was the only way you're getting grenades back.
I don't remember the cards too much, and I mean, I haven't really played. I'm not really that experienced with Battlefront games as it is. I just don't think. I think the cards have to be something new because I was kind of confused at first because I didn't even set the loadout to be the cards. And when I found out that these cards, like, they're like these blue token things. It's like either a token or a card, but they're still pure as cards. And you have your cards, which are your abilities. And then you have the third one, which is kind of like a token that's scattered across the map, giving you, giving you either, in Walker Assault, for instance, they give you a vehicle, they'll give you an extra grenade, or give you, something else or a temporary ability. But here's the interesting thing: the item that you get, you have only. I think it's only for the vehicles.
And I think it's for loot or the Luke and Dark, but more
I haven't even found them.
More on Drop Zone, because we still got a little bit to go on that. Can you see yourself playing that mode a little more than Walker Assault?
Honestly,
just
not
to
really.
Get more feel to it.
I think I'd probably play it, but I'd probably not play on that map. I thought that map, I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of that map. I mean, I like the graphics. I'll give the graphics, heads up. The rocks look pretty damn realistic. They look pretty good.
And that damn sun, I don't know what it is with these PS4 games, man. That sun is blinding all the time.
I don't get it. I don't get it either. But I think I'm more of a fan. I have to be honest. I think I'm more of a fan of Walker Assault than Drop Zone at the.
I mean, I can see Drop Zone being a thing if you're getting owned in Walker Assault, because I've noticed in Drop Zone, I was playing it before you got home the other night, and I went 15 and 6. But we still lost because my team wasn't going after the drop zone stuff, which kind of sucks because it felt good getting those kills.
Exactly.
But it didn't really click for them to to get to the pods. I think what it needs, they need like a TDM kind of feel.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure there's other stuff in the beta we can't access yet, but that's more for the game release.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. Let's go ahead and move on to Walker Assault. And you said you liked that mode better?
I don't know. It was weird because at first I liked the pod. I think it was just mostly. I think it had to just do with mostly the map. That seemed to be the map that mostly I played. It was weird. It was like I didn't really play much of the one that looked like Mars, but mostly in the snow, which was hot. And it was weird because in the game in general, it took me 3 hours to actually get into the game. And I was just like, after the first 3 hours, I just felt like I was mindlessly shooting. And it wasn't until I started, understanding and getting into it is when I started to enjoy it. But it took 3 hours. 3 hours to actually enjoy a game. It's like, that's kind of long.
Well, I was right there with you on that 3 hours.
Right.
Because I was getting wrecked all over the place.
I think there's different weapons. They have the blaster rifle. I've tried out some of the weapons they have. They have like this pistol one.
Have you tried out all the weapons?
I did. I think there's like 3 weapons.
I like the last one that I unlocked because it's more of a heavy machine gun feel, and I felt that one was getting me the kills more compared to all the other ones. That one felt like the MG42 from World at War. I mean, it looks exactly like it, but smaller. But it was getting me the kills. I mean, it was fast and stuff like that. Now, how do you feel not having to reload those weapons?
I don't really care. I think it's fine. I've had issues like I understand the whole thing. You have the ability. What was it? It basically it overheats. The weapon overheats. I think that's just a common thing, and I like it. I think it's a change of pace. I'm not really a fan of. I mean, reloading's fine too, but the advantage of a weapon that overheats rather than reload is you don't run out of ammo. So you have unlimited ammo, that kind of stuff, and it just keeps going until it overheats or you let it cool down. But yeah, out of the 3 weapons, I think they had one that was like an SMG. They had one that was like the one you had, which was kind of like heavy assault rifle, and then they had one which is like a pistol. And the pistol one, I'm not that much of a fan of it, but it was really quick. The vehicles are hard to control.
Well,
we'll talk about vehicles
too. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. What I've noticed, I just unlocked the jetpack, and that thing comes in handy. It's
more of a jump pack.
It's a jump pack, but you can use it to get up on an enemy and take them out before they realize what the hell's going on. And you can also use it to get away from them quicker.
Right.
That's how that's what I was experiencing last night with the game, and it felt like I was getting kills because the last night, I started the game out 6-0 before I died, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Yep.
Not sure how we get the Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader, but I actually got to play as Darth Vader. Didn't have a very good experience with it because all the enemies were far away and it was hard to learn.
I haven't even got that once.
I got lucky.
I haven't even got it once.
I'm probably going to upload that clip as a separate video. It was part of the live stream last night, so stay tuned.
Yeah.
I mean, we got about 10 hours of footage.
I tried to look for it all over the map. I couldn't find it.
Yeah, it's like a lightsaber type thing. I'm not sure. Let us know down below. Do you know what that thing, the Luke Skywalker thing looks like, and the Darth Vader one looks like? Let me know down below.
That's confusing. Yeah. Okay, so I'd say we talk about the vehicles because the way the vehicles work is you pick them up with a card, and I found the vehicles. Here's what's interesting. I found out. You have a certain amount of time to use the vehicles before that card goes away. So, like, I tested out. I never really bothered to let it go away because I didn't want it to go away. I wanted to use it, but there was a countdown from like 20 seconds all the way down, and I'm like, what? If I wait till 0, does that go away? Like, what's the point of having a pickup if you only have a certain?
Yeah, I saw that same thing with the Darth Vader one I picked up. It had like 10 seconds and it was going to go away.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, why can't... I guess it makes some sense because, you know, you're going to want to use it anyway, but it's like, you know, you might want to wait and use it later. So I don't understand why they just said, you know, you only have 10 seconds to use it, otherwise it'll go away. I hope you take advantage of it.
Now, there is one issue I would love to discuss is the spawn points.
Oh, yeah.
Because there was a game
spawn points
where
are awful.
I started off 0-15. And what it is they would spawn me right in front of this ATV thing, or whatever that walker is. Not the walker, but the smaller version of it. And I would get killed by it every single time, or someone behind me. I would spawn in front of somebody, they would kill me and shit. So I think you would agree with me. They need to do some pinpoint spawning, like Team A spawns on the left or south, and then Team B spawns in the north, or vice versa.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if the older ones had this, but I know most games do this now with spawning, where you have different points on the map that you capture to spawn in those locations, or like a team-based kind of thing, like what you're saying. And I don't know why they didn't even do that. There's not even an actual map. There's just a mini-map. So I'll be honest, I had no idea where I was going, and I think the map is just... It's weird. I was reading a post by Boogie2988. He was mentioning that he feels like the map for vehicles is too big, but he feels like the player map is for the players is too small. Like, it almost feels like it's claustrophobic in a way. But what's weird about it is I get circle. Yeah, but I get really lost. Like, I'll be honest. Like, I spend so long just traveling, and it's weird. It feels so long, but yet it doesn't feel that big. I don't know. It's odd.
Plus, when I was playing, I'm here. Where the hell is the mini map? Oh shit! It's in the lower left corner.
Right.
I mean, GTA is a big square. I can't miss it. But a circle like that in the left corner. Come on, I'm so used to it being on the top left because I play COD a lot, and all their maps are on the top left all the time and shit. And being on the circle and in the left, oh my. And my microphone blocks it half the time, and it's just a pain sometimes.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, but
overall, what do you think? Does this game have potential to be a top seller, or do you think it's going to be another game like Tony Hawk?
I don't think it's going to be, I'll tell you this, I don't think it's going to be as bad as Tony Hawk, but do I think it's going to be a top seller? At this point, I don't really know, because if they continue, like, here's the thing that I worry. obviously the guys in charge of it is EA. Like EA's the one behind it, and we all know that with the EA, their betas sometimes tend to be better than the actual game, and I don't want that to be the case. So I'm hoping that it's actually going to, you know, work and perform better. And it's looking to be kind of a. I think it's got potential. I just don't want it having a whole bunch of DLC. I don't want it having.
Well,
hope to God it doesn't have microtransactions.
Well, I can see DLC.
I can see DLC too. I already know there's going to be DLC.
You have to realize, games. I bought Dying Light and they have a season pass. So, but I'm not sure how we're going to do that. But if they add DLC, then
yeah,
they add DLC. I mean, they're trying to make more money, but I can see this game, if they don't fuck it up, I can see it being a decent seller, a decent game.
Yeah.
Play. I mean,
it's developed by DICE, the guys who were behind the Battlefield, and obviously it's published by EA. So I'm looking at from other things. I'll say the gameplay. I'm actually looking at some stuff, and you know, some people are arguing how the gameplay is kind of arcadey like, and I think it's fine. It's not something too serious.
Look freaking amazing. I mean,
yeah, I know, right?
It feels like it's a 60 FPS game.
Right. Yeah, I think the vehicles should be a spawn as well instead of the power-ups, because I don't know, it just doesn't seem that connected with the game for some odd reason, in my opinion. Like, when you get into a vehicle, it doesn't even feel like, it's weird, it doesn't even feel like you're on the map. Like, I can't, like, let's talk about spawning, like, vehicle controls for a second. Vehicle controls
they're hard to learn.
Yeah, they're really hard to learn. Like, I think you're moving the right analog stick to actually turn, and then you're using the left analog stick to move, and I'm like...
And then you're trying to shoot, and then you got... I believe it's L2, R2, and to lock aim, and then shoot, and stuff like that, and it's a pain in the ass.
And there's only... there's lack of weapon variety. I'd say there's 13 maps that were announced, I think, right? That's... I don't know... So it makes you wonder how many more maps are they going to have, if they're going to probably do the whole DLC stuff. There's one other thing. Are we going to discuss or are we going to leave that for the other video? Are we discussing...
we already discussed that in the other video.
Right.
We're going to go ahead...
Oh, it's survival mode?
Yeah, we already have that talked about as we live streamed it.
Right.
Overall, based on what we've got, and what we've seen, what would you rate this beta as?
I've played other betas, and I've never got into them that much. But for this particular one, even though it took a little while, I actually enjoyed it. So I give it about an 8. I'll give it about an 8.
I agree with you, about an 8. We're gonna have to cap it off here. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Alright guys, make sure you subscribe to Thunderpulse Gaming for more beta reviews. I think we'll make that a thing. As always guys, thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe to Thunderpulse Gaming, and TPG out.